Hello you, and welcome to some Kinda Fox content, and welcome to a game called Chicken Police Painted Red. It's a detective noir, a visual novel-esque kind of game where crimes are being committed and we are here to solve them. Now, this game has a little twist, as you may be able to tell from the title. I'm not gonna get too much into it. If you can't figure it out, then you're just gonna be surprised with what awaits us. So without further ado, let's head in. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
Clawville City, Rourke District, former Atlas Hotel. What could possibly go wrong? Famous last words.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes. Older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Okay. Let's just talk to her. Hello there. I'm just gonna look at you first.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Oh dear, hello there, Deborah.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
New codex
So
entry.
come on, spill it from the beginning.
Okay. The Notebook. The Notebook is the detective's best friend. Here you gather vital information about the case, the suspects or victims, and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on any text or picture in your notebook to read the translated version in your language. She runs errand for her employer. A sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's from a particularly wealthy or influential family. Deborah Ibanez, Impala. Female, pretty and fragile, nothing too special. This used to be a nice place, Hotel Atlas. Now we're competing who gets swallowed by decay first. The hotel's winning, but honestly, I'm not that far behind. Holy moly. Gain fame through a... Okay, let's just read them. The Chicken Police is a famous detective duo, Santino Sonny Featherland, I would suspect that's us, and Marty McChicken gained fame through a case the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years then when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. There's a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble. They had published 10 books over the course of 7 years before the series faded out of public interest, as did the Chicken Police themselves. Clawville's been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the city's foundation, 4 nations had joined forces represented by the 4 animal figures and the 4 hands on the crest of Clawville. In reality, the tribal alliance of the reptiles and the great insect clan had also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never got to be represented on the crest. This gave birth to a political and cultural antagonism between the species. Clawville preserved its political autonomy and the dream that it's the only state in the wilderness where predator and prey of any race can live in peace. Hence the name, the City of 1,000 Colors. 3 gods are revered in most places across the wilderness. They're the great wild ones who make up the holy trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. Hariti is the goddess of creation, Patapti is the lord of destruction, and Nequatidi is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, keeping the balance between creation and destruction in their never-ending conflict. Okay. Now.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Okay.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Can't be too careful in the wilderness.
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case.
Another member of the Cornflakes Police Corps.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
Okay.
I don't even know what these papers are.
Oh.
The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Oh, he's a divorcee.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Huh.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Oh, well. Now let's shed some light in
I don't
here.
even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Could you stop losing your stuff, like your keys and your badge?
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
You could say that that's a novel dream. Heh.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays. At least in this price range.
Okay. Hello? Chicken Busters? No? Okay. What else can we look at? The
I
wilderness.
wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not.
Huh. Okay. Ain't got a colorful outlook on life, it seems.
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Indeed, we don't have a colorful outlook on life. Hi.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
That was actually almost beautiful. That was so poetic. I think I've looked at everything in here now. I can't question her or ask. Do I need to talk to you again?
That's better.
Okay.
Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Okay, new function questioning. Want to look at the clues first. The victim, a lady, is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. Okay, so it's someone who knows how to write. Someone who has thumbs, I would suppose. We're getting closer to the killer already. And we got my stuff here. Here you will store all the essential items throughout the case. Okay. And I can now question. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Subject, John Doe. Because he's a doe, that's the joke. This fella is rather suspicious. We need to concentrate on that. Focus, suspicious! Impressions, suspicious. And my detective meter. He's suspicious. I'm suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Just tell me. Why are you doing it? Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. Question 1, so many options. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay? Oh god. Blah blah blah. I like that. Plus 100.
I must be cautious and smart.
Fuck, we're
This
screwed.
dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
I like it. Who exactly are you, ma'am? Deborah Ibanez. Must be called. Oh, it's this. So she's shy.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
Maybe she's an angry employee who wanted a raise but never got it. Maybe Deborah's the suspect here. I think I'm on to you here, Deborah.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Yeah, that's what every criminal would say here in the wilderness. I think we caught her. I mean, you're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right? That seems like too much. That's like, with the... So she's shy and doubtful. Hey, where do you live? Where do you spend your days here, Deborah?
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
Whoops. I thought the other one was too, straightforward. Why did you have to visit me on this particular evening? I mean, because she already told that. Stop playing the frightened play. Hang on, Deborah. Let me rephrase that. Stop playing the frightened play, Sunshine, and start singing here. I'm on to you.
Stop playing the frightened prey, Sunshine, and start singing.
But please, I don't like this cocky behavior. Excuse the expression.
Well, technically I am a cock, but,
Look,
the
maybe
feathered
it's
one.
best if we act like we never met, and you gallop out of here on your pretty long legs.
Oh, we
before
messed it up
I get
already.
Rude. I can be rude, believe it or not.
I'm very disappointed in you, Mr. Featherland.
We've been recording for like 15 minutes and I already messed up this badly. Cool.
Happens to most people, you know.
Tell me, do you break into strangers' homes often? Do you throw bricks through windows, huh?
Tell me, do you break into strangers' homes often?
But please, I've heard you're straightforward.
Well, Dad, I am being straightforward.
Rude?
Yes, exactly. But
And you're galloping away from the question, ma'am. No offense, of course.
well, what can I say? It's a racial trait. Everybody has to be good at something.
You're right about that.
Do you even know what you want? That's to... Were you born and raised in Clawville? Why? This is good. Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself? I need to get this back on track. I'm messed up badly.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
And being threatened is not reason enough to come see me herself? I'm starting to question whether or not this Miss Natasha Katsenko even exists.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
So, Deborah, do you work in, like, a house building where there are bricks? Do you know how to read and write? We avoided hiding something. Oh, we did go up a little bit on the detective meter here. What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Oh, so your mistress knows about me, huh?
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Wait, are we shifting? Is this turning into a different kind of conversation here?
Okay, let's stop it right there.
Are you in some sort of a jam? Are you partaking in a jam session here, milady?
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Aha. Like, I do crime on a daily.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Don't you think this whole... Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? That's a weird question. Why would I ask that? But this is also... I don't know. Both are kind of
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino. I'll explain everything.
Finally, we're getting to the bottom of this.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Oh, we went up on the meter here. These are actually both really good. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this? Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
Please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Well...
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
This is not going well.
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer.
What is it you're so afraid of here, Deborah? That I figure out the truth that it was you all along?
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him...
The brick thrower.
Ibn Wessler.
Oh.
The Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
That didn't go too well. Rusted copper. Not bad, but not good either. It's okay for a rookie, but you can do better. Next time, pull yourself together and pay attention to the signs. Focus, Sonny. Okay, but listen, we're not gonna retry. We're gonna go with what we get. So now, we have a little bit of information here. All are written... The mysterious messenger, Miss Deborah Ibanez's employer is a certain Miss Natasha Katsenko. The employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster, Ibn Wessler. Let's just see about all of this here. Natasha, cat, female. She has remarkably green eyes, and she's definitely in trouble. So am I. She's afraid and she's secretive, or she's just secretive and an outstanding actress. In any case, not everything she told me is true. I'm pretty sure about that. Her employer currently bolsters the ranks of Ibn Wessler. To put it mildly, this explains the cloud of fear surrounding Miss Ibanez. Employer of Miss Deborah Ibanez, allegedly she's receiving serious threats. The girlfriend of the notorious gangster Ibn Wessler. This explains a lot of things, mainly the excessive secrecy. Hobart Ibn Wessler, rat. Good-looking, charismatic, and a clocking gangster. One of the most well-known gangsters of Clawville. Real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in this city underworld. The city's underworld. Don't worry, it's not me that's the person throwing things, because I can't read. Okay, so we're dealing with a little gangster here. Do I talk to you again?
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Okay, we got something here.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
Huh.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
Yeah, your alibi's starting to fall apart here.
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
No mind, alibi totally makes sense.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
And what would that be? You ran out of bricks?
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Oh, we got a little buddy here. Let me just check it. We got some new info here. I'll find Natasha at the Tsar Club. Natasha must know my wife Molly from somewhere, or perhaps she has very good informants. Must find out what this connection here is. Find her at the Tsar Club. So we got Lewis. Lewis C. Hworth. Rabbit. Male, an old friend of mine. He's stuttering heavily when he's talking. Me too, so don't mind. An old friend of mine, he is stuttering heavily when he talks. There we go. Lewis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good old friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. Lewis' number is 555-932. Okay, remember that. 555-932. It is telling me that there's one more person. Oh, it's just that there's more about Natasha. Gotcha. One of the most famous nightclubs in the city. Owners of the juiciest booties and hardest fists frequents the place. And it's famous for not serving cops, except if they're knee-deep in the dirt. Huh. What was this number? 932. 555-932. Oh, it even said there? Okay. 5... Oh, I thought I had to do it. 555-932. Lewis, take this lady home.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Okay, Lewis.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Okay. I gotta leave you now, Deborah. Lewis, take care of her. The HQ of the department, aka the meat grinder, a huge dark building for shady people. I don't necessarily mean those who are sitting in the jail. Oh, are we dealing with a little corruption here? Main scenes move the story forward. These scenes also determine which locations open up or close down. You need to complete all of these if you want to beat the game. Limited scenes are open for a specific duration, which is determined by the main story progression. If you are a completionist, be sure to visit all of them before you move on to the next main scene. Closed scenes cannot be reached for the time being. This state will often change throughout the story progression and can be temporary or permanent. Top tip, pick the next main scene if you are absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available limited scenes anymore. You may not be able to visit them later. Well, seems like everything is kind of closed off. I can only go to the police department. So let's go there. How do I... There we go.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles, to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Chapter 1. Detour.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
You're not him, are you?
Phyllis
No.
and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're in luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it. You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that. Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Okay.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief. I'm sure it's Blood Boil himself taping back the torn-off posters, like some maniac. He must have a dozen of those things in his bag for emergencies. I'm sure it's Blood Boil.
Okay.
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages.
Anything else? The street lights, maybe?
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Well. Oh boy, there's a lot of people to talk to. Holy.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic. Monica Rosen, receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city.
Okay. Let's just have a little talk with Monica here.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
I'm here to file a report for a missing partner.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Mort.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time?
What do you get yourself into now, Mort?
Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Careful now.
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor.
Not if you're blind, you're not. Huh, did you? No. No, no.
Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Bosco.
Detective Chowhound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right?
Oh.
You should be mad, not him.
See, now that's a good point.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
Okay, that's a shooting range.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
Okay, not a lot of trust in his own police force here.
All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good. All it takes is one...
To double click, sorry. Anything else? Nope. Well, from one hound to another.
One of
Officer
Blood Boil's
Barkman.
favorites, mainly because he's a dog, of course. One of Blood Boil...
Okay, can I not talk to you? Okay.
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Okay, can't talk to you. Office area, shooting range. Can I go to the office
I'm
area?
really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
Okay. Well, in we go.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Let's not turn a feather into 5 chickens here, okay? Let's heal the wounds. Now, hang on a second here. Keep your gun clean, Mr. Lawman.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
You shouldn't marry her because she looks like a cheat. No. Let's see. Anything else? Can I turn the lights off on you? Marty's guns. What are you packing? Okay, you a little more than I am. Susie, Claudia, Linda. Big Bertha II.
Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha II, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week, but once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored.
Well, that's good for him, isn't it?
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I was totally gonna do that. That was immediately what I was gonna do. What are you even talking about? I was just testing you to see whether or not you know the ranges around here, the shooting range. Get a hint? Aim your gun at enemies and avoid shooting the hostage. Simple. Don't say it's simple. People are gonna laugh at me in the comments. Shooting enemies increases your points and remaining time, while hitting hostages does the opposite. It's all up to you. Choose wisely and fire away. You'll need to reload your gun after 6 shots, just like in the westerns, but even faster. How do I reload? Yeah, okay. Let's do this. There you go. Ah, you got a gun. Ah, you got a gun. God, I'm good. Look at this. Headshots. Ah! The reload. How do I reload? Oh, there we go. Boom. Boom. Piss. Boom. I didn't know how to reload. It's my first day of being back to almost not being a police officer anymore. Get out of the way, woman. I missed some because you were in the way. Oops. It's almost too easy. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Piss. Okay, well, let's, I didn't do too bad. 10,000? Marty, you need to get out more. Can't live in the shooting range. Okay, here we go.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always.
Hello?
Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. What, are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
If you promise not to shoot me again, then I'll promise to say more of the things that you want to hear.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A detective case. About a brick with letters on it. Ah.
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Also because the last time you and I were together, you shot me. I would rather you just take one of the tiny guns instead of the freaking shotgun.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
You can take Susie.
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
There we go. So we got Detective Clock here, Mr. Marty, on the case together with us. Anything else I can do in here? Nope. What is this? Oh, this makes it a lot easier.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were, different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Did you bring Bertha?
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you.
What? No,
right?
whoa. Hey. Let's not make the mistakes of the past here. Let's not just be like, I don't feel like small talking and then blow his brains out, okay?
What?
Okay.
Just kidding. Sort of.
I don't get police humor, but I'm learning. I'm gonna get better at it.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey. Careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss, I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
And fuck off I shall.
Look at these two simpletons.
They don't even realize their jackets are full of holes.
For the wild God's sake, don't dare tell them.
I already tried, but nothing happened.
Figures.
And take the squad car.
About 3,
Oops,
I think,
sorry.
before we crashed into that tank of acid.
We? You crashed it. Don't blame it on me, Marty. I was unconscious, if I remember correctly.
That's your problem, boss. You should be more careful with low-hanging concrete blocks next time.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to that ever since.
Okay. Have anything to say before we'll take our leave here?
Hello, gents. Everything all right?
Aye, everything's just fine, Sonny. Well, look, the chick police are together again. What a time to be alive. Am I right, Royce? You're right, Fuss.
Hey, that reminds me. Look at what I found under my coat.
I knew you brought it. I had a feeling.
Flesh.
Whoa, don't shoot. We were just joking, okay? We don't want any trouble.
Yeah, I was just joking too. I'll never get bored with these two. They're so cute.
I wonder why they thought you would shoot at another cop.
Hey, it's just happened once, okay? Am I right, boys?
You're right, Marty. And we all know it was an accident.
See?
Okay. Whoops. That's the wrong button. Let's just see what opened up here. Got a lot of different stuff. Where's the map? Whoops. Map. Here we go.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And it would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too.
We already spoke with the chief.
What is it, sir?
Nothing, sir.
And you need something, Martin?
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, bird.
Was that not the chief? We need to go here. Chief? Bosco? Are you the chief?
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
No, yeah, that's true.
And you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops, after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought we had a new thing here we can ask. Oh. Can I ask about all of these?
What have you heard about the hop dog? Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
What do you know about Ibn Wessler? What's the old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. but he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
Attorney General Hamtaro, eh? That's interesting. Thanks.
Why are you so interested in that, Rat? If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you know.
It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Whoa, 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 you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn clucking Wessler? What the hell did you get into?
Well, you want trouble, right? I'm bringing it.
Far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now. No way back.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
If I already told you, it's a pleasure working with you again.
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Fuck off.
Wait, I could ask some more.
Why is it so quiet in here? Shouldn't it be a madhouse by now?
The midnight madness is yet to come, Sonny. Just wait for it.
My time's too valuable for that, pal.
And you're trespassing. Rules of suspension, remember? I can see you're up to no good.
Who, us? Ridiculous.
If you say so. But I advise you to keep it low. Especially you, Sonny. How many days do you have until retirement?
120.
121.
Okay, 21.
Soon.
Don't be a knucklehead and get yourself fired.
Thanks for your eternal wisdom, Bosco. I'm definitely coming to you again next time.
There we go. Wait. No. Okie dokie. Now we can get the heck out of here.
The car was melted and blown to pieces. Blood Boil was furious. Ah, good times.
Time sure makes memories golden, huh? Luckily back then, he didn't have the power to fire us.
There we go. Now we can get out of here and get into the investigation. But that's gonna have to wait until the next one, because I'm out of time for this one. I'm kind of liking this game. And the style and the detective noir. I'm not the brightest detective, I'll be honest about that. But hopefully, we can change that and we can solve this case easily. For now, thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you in the next one, sweetheart. Alright, I'm out.